YouTube friends, it's Ranee from the Woolly Llama Shop, and I am back for a update. Where have I been all week? Well, so if you're new to my channel, you don't know that I started a new job. And so for those of you who are returning, that's where I've been all week, new job. So last week I had kind of like the orientation where you sit through the policies and procedures and how things are done kind of thing. But this week I actually had like orientation on the floor. And for those of you who don't know, I'm going to be a charge nurse at a rehab hospital. And so I've done it before. It was just nighttime though. And so I've always been a night shifter because I am not a people-y sort of person. I mean, I like one-on-one or, a few, couple, 3, 4. I just don't like hordes of people. I have a lot of social anxiety. And so when there gets to be a lot of movement and noise and people and stuff, I just kind of start going, oh. So, I was always afraid to kind of work in the daytime because historically in the hospital, you've got all the doctors and the therapists and the people and the visitors and the patients and all the moving parts. And it's a lot to take in. So let me tell you, my first day, I'm sitting at the desk. It's a Monday, and I'm thinking, oh, Monday. All these people are just going to come running in at 9 o'clock. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sitting there, and I'm watching, and I'm waiting. And, it was, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. My boss comes up, and he says, hey, how's it going? I'm like, is this a normal Monday? And he kind of looked at me and said, it's kind of tame for Monday. And he said, no, this is about it. And I was like, immediately, and so that was that. And then Tuesday, I'm like looking and waiting for the people to come. And so this, yes, may be a hospital, but it's not nearly as busy as a regular hospital, which is thankful. I'm thankful. Now, not to say it doesn't get chaotic and busy. There have been a couple times where I'm like, it was a little overstimulating at times, but I made it through. So, I think it's going to be okay. But what a typical day looks like for me is I get up at 4 a.m. and I leave the house by 7 minutes after 5. I know that's oddly specific, but 7 minutes after 5, and I get to work. I work all day. I come home. Usually home by no later than 7. The other night, I think I made it home by 6:30. But in order for me to get up by 4, I have to be asleep by 8. So I get to eat supper, and then, I have to have that little decompression time before I go to bed. So on the days that I work, that leaves 0 time for, maybe a little bit of crochet or a little bit of knitting, but not enough time to film videos. So that is why I have not had any videos this week, except for this one. I do have my Micro Monday project finished, but I never got a chance to film the video. Tuesday, I was planning on doing the gnome, but I haven't done the gnome in like weeks now. I think it's 3 or 4 weeks. Still languishing in a bag somewhere in the back part of the house. I need to just dig him out and finish him. Wednesday, this is as far as I got on my Wooble. And so yesterday, I was off, but I was working in the embroidery shop. I got quite a few things done in there because I had to catch up for things that I missed during the week. And now here we are at Friday. So, needless to say, I've not worked on my socks for tomorrow. It's just been a kind of a blink, and this week has been gone due to the change in my schedule. So what does that mean for my videos? Well, what I'm going to try to do, being that my schedule one week I work Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday. The next week I work Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. So it's kind of a, hold please 1 second. So basically what that means is opposite weeks I have opposite days off, if that makes sense. I mean, I could tell you that I work Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, off Monday, Tuesday, work Wednesday, Thursday, but it's just as easy to tell you I work Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. So opposite weeks. So you know, if I work a Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to be off the following Monday, Tuesday. If I work a Wednesday, Thursday, you know I'm going to be off the following Wednesday, Thursday. So on and so forth. So I get it. I can look at it on paper. I know. But for those of you, I mean, basically what it comes down to is, unless I can figure out how to pre-record my videos, you know, get things done ahead of time and pre-record, I probably won't be, you know, it'll probably be, you'll just see my usual segments every other week. And I'm still not quite sure how I'm going to get the projects done. I don't know. You'll see the videos when you see the videos. I'm not stressing out about it. I'm just, as a point of reference, the frequency of my videos might be a little weird. Now, you may see some videos pop in of the machine doing its thing. Those have been, I'm trying to go back through my hard drive and find, I'm just going through, you know, I'm like way back in like December, January, I think I'm in December, honestly, going through and finding where because every time I have the machine on, I'm filming. Well, not every time. If it's something I feel like I've already videoed, I'm not going to video it again. But if I'm stitching something new, odds are I'm videoing it. So I'm trying to go back through and find those videos and edit them and put them up, because I think I've got some stuff from the way back that I've still missed. So if you see those come up, those are like from a ways back, and I'm editing them and putting them up and just scheduling them. I'm just talking about these where we sit and chat. So I have picked up quite a few new followers, subscribers, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the friends that are shouting me out. I do have some exciting news. My husband has been trying to redecorate the store and redo it so it's easier for you guys to use. However, we are having some issues with our site where we only have a limited amount of options, and so he's trying to fix it so that you have as much choice as possible when you order something from us. So he had it all perfectly figured out, and I said, but what if they did this? And he's like, oh. And I'm like, how do we know if? And he's like, oh. And so I just threw all of his plans in the air, so he has to redo it again. But we do have patches up in the store. We have a Yarny Cat, we have Missy, we have mine, we have Mantha's, and we have Joy's up in the store if you're interested in purchasing those patches. I will say, if you order them one at a time, it's going to be more expensive on you, because we only charge a flat rate shipping. So like, say you order one patch, it's going to cost you $3 to ship it. Whereas if you order two patches, you still only have $3 shipping. You know what I'm saying? So every time you order a patch, like if you order them one at a time, you're going to have that extra $3 every time you order a patch. But if you order the whole lot of them all at once, you only get charged shipping once. I hope that makes sense. As we get other patches made and I get permission from the channels, I will be putting them up in the store. But I mean, technically, since it's their design, I have to ask their permission to sell it. I mean, technically we designed it, but it's their design. I mean, it was made for them with their stuff. Like Manfa's Flamingo and Rainbow, that's Manfa all the way. So I just wanted to make sure that it was okay with the channels that I sell their stuff. We are in the process of doing some other patches. One of the companies that we buy designs from is putting out a series of patches, and I forget what they're called, but they're really cute. Now, they won't be out until we get the whole set, because there's supposed to be 9 of them, and they're cute things like last week's was the Bad Decision Club, and it pictures a cat knocking a glass off the counter or whatever. We are trying to figure those out, but we won't be offering those until we have the complete set. Therefore, if you wanted, and there's supposed to be 9 of them, so once all 9 of them are out and we can figure out what to do with them, that way we can offer them as a set, and you don't have to buy them one at a time, because it goes back to that we have to charge you $3 every time you buy something and send it. So that's just one of the ways we try to help you guys cut costs. And so I was just making sure. Anyway, that's, we try to keep costs low for you guys. And we have, let's see, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, so the patches are up for you guys. If you see something you like in the patches, I mean, if you would like merch from your favorite channel, we can put those on bags. We can put them on little notions pouches. We do more than just patches. So, in fact, we just did some merch for a channel. We did some patches. We did a batch of patches. And when I say a batch, we can run more than one at a time. And usually it's more cost effective for the person if we can run we usually try to run as many as possible as we can fit in a hoop. And so this particular batch was 8. So I think we were able, I don't remember, I don't do the numbers, but we were able to give a discount per patch to order, for that person. So we did a batch of patches and 2 hoodies for this person, and they turned out rather nice. You'll see some stitching coming up soon. You won't see the actual product because, I don't do the actual, I might put a picture of it at the end of the video, but it just depends. It depends on whether I can get a nice good shot of it. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that goes into filming videos with the machine back there. So, but I just wanted to pop in and say hey and kind of explain where I've been. I'm fine. I'm just adjusting to the new schedule, the new job, and trying to adjust to. It's weird because when I was living in the hotel, it seemed like I had more time. But then again, not really, because I was getting up earlier in the daytime, and I can't make myself get up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I just can't do it. So I guess that's that two hours difference that I'm missing. And I don't know. It's just weird. But I want to make sure I get enough sleep to deal with the stress of daytime. So I have made my strict bedtime 8 o'clock, and then I need that hour to half hour time to decompress before I go to sleep, because if you don't decompress, you just lay there and toss and turn, and you decompress anyway. Except usually you're up longer. So that, friends, is where I've been. Oh, hey, I don't know if I showed you this one or not. My Woolly Llama shirt. This is one I also made. My husband designed it. I made it. So, but I'm wishing you a fabulous Friday. I'm going to try to work on my socks today, so I have a sock update for you tomorrow. I may pre-record Monday's Micro Monday because I go back to work Monday, and I'll be working Monday, Tuesday this week, and then the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, that means I'll be off Wednesday, Thursday in time for Wooblin' Wednesday, so if I can get my entire Wooble done by Wednesday, you'll see Wooblin' Wednesday. But, anyway, fabulous rest of your Friday, and I'll see you when I see you. But I have a video supposed to be coming out. It should already be out. A stitch out video should be already out for you. And I'll see you when I see you. On the next one. On the very next one.